welcome to my YouTube channel. It's been a while. I know, I don't know how to explain it, but my face has been a mess. Like, I had so much spots, acne, like, I don't know where it's coming from. And I've been living healthy. I've not been taking carbonated, like, different things. I don't know if it's because I cut down a lot from my diet, body varies. I've been up with my vitamins. I don't know what's wrong. Like, I'm confused. And then I have very sensitive skin, so I can use most of the store-bought product. I need to say snap your before now. Then if you noticed my forehead, I've still got like some over there. It was crazy. I was living in the moment. I didn't take pictures. It was just like yesterday. Like, I should have taken some pictures so you all have seen my recovery process. Yeah. Moving on to it. Still your girl Rita. I came to rant, like rant. I'm so pissed. Usually after the elections, I always upload videos and all that, and how the election went in my polling unit, and then I go ahead to make references to other polling units, right? But it's a whole different ball game for me this time around. I couldn't even video in my own polling unit simply because I hear me in front of my compound. Usually I made the video, walking down, getting to my polling unit. My area usually is calm. Like I said, I live in the suburb, so really calm, the calm part of the suburb. So getting there for the first time ever, I saw like 30 dogs sitting together, getting high on dry gin. Those they had them like 2 cartons of that sachet drink. So we're like getting high and got there because people were standing. I wanted to see that. When I got there, I just greeted them. My sister also did same. They now told us to come and join the way they were sitting. Me, I didn't understand that. They're all fathers. I passed on it. I am a sister. So that's my brother, my phone. Like to be like, hey guys, and they went like, did you come here to make videos or you came to vote? Jeje me, I just had to keep my phone. Our parents said go and vote, but once they started take to your heels, I dropped my phone. I was just quiet listening, and they started talking. Just gone. This is nothing. So all of a sudden, one young man just tried instigating things. He went like, this place is Yoruba land, and then this, that. You shouldn't allow Igbos vote. There were like 20 Yorubas to at least vote, and if they like Igbo should vote, that we're in a town supposed to feed them. One thing I don't support is tribal war. Like, you see, anybody who knows me knows I'm not tribalistic. I've been a victim of tribalism. But even before that, I was never tribalistic. Like, I don't put much emphasis on relationship with people to the extent of tagging it. I don't know how it sounds, but like, I'm not so invested in being friends with people to this now, and I'm like, hey, thanks for my state, you make a good friend. I just feel that trying to make friends is stressful enough. So I prefer it happens naturally. Like, we just flow and become friends. And if at the end of the day we stop being friends, we just flow like just move with it. You get? So I can't be someone who now takes her time to be like, this person is from Shekiri, or this person is a Muslim, or this person is a thief, so I can't make friends with this person. Like, life is hard enough. Why will I do that? Oh, I feel like, okay, people from this area are like this. Of course, we have attributes that are particular to people of a particular area. Like, these are things they are known for. But then at times, most times, it doesn't really fight its way into characteristics, like into characters rather. Like, at times our characters most times don't work like that. But then this tribalism, racism, xenophobic act, all those things, xenophobia, they are actually taught. You are not born that way. They are taught. They are things you pick up. They are not things that you just pick up. So most times I think the fault is usually from the parents, the way your parents train you, the way they bring you up. It shapes you to who you are. And then we have environmental determinism. It also shape you into that kind of person, into that judgmental human, into the sick person that you are today in the society. So while this tribal war started on Twitter, it was quite appalling to see a lot of learned people, but then um a lot of these things doesn't have anything to do with being educated or not. Even having a PhD in like 4 schools doesn't separate you from being a bigot or a fanatic. It just enhances you and makes you more skilled at that. Either a religious bigot, a tribal bigot, a racial bigot, whatever type you choose, whatever is your niche. I'm serious right now, because you discover that these things, it's among the rich, right? But then it doesn't really hold water among them. But among the poor, it's common. It holds them at ransom, like strangles them. And in our policies of today, it has been weaponized. Why poverty has been weaponized, literacy has been weaponized, tribalism has been weaponized, and religion has been weaponized. And this election, religion and what am I saying? Religion and tribe is something they held and they dealt with us. It made a lot of people make enemies. Your helper, someone that's been in your life for years, helping you, irrespective of the person's tribe. Because of election, you suddenly hate people from there. Because of election, you start speaking against people from them. Because of election, you like, what are you talking about? Does it make sense? I'm not digressing, because basically this video is to rant, talk about how I feel about the whole thing going on. Because that day he started, I was like, they were feeding the Igbos, and this, so one of his kinsmen was like, you feed them? You don't feed them. He said, but they live in your house. They don't live. Most of the time they buy these houses. Even the place we play ball over there, the food, it's been bought by an Igbo person. These things are for sale. People buy them. If you don't want to sell, you keep them. And when people buy your property, you don't still have this certain type of greed over them. Do you understand? If you even stay in the east, if you stay in the Midwest, in the South, wherever you stay, whatever you want to buy, you buy. If you have the money, there's no place that properties are not available for sale. Are you financially buoyant enough? People will sell to you. And once someone's buy a property from you, it's no longer yours. So this guy was trying to just incite others to fight. But God being faithful, I discovered that people are becoming more woke than we know. Yeah, they will still have these crazy persons. I know most of them are being paid. But then before, they'll just pay little people to incite, and other people just go ahead. Like it was like a mob mentality. But this time around, most people don't get incited by mere speech. You have to pay them to be that, to misbehave that way. So like when he was talking, and one person said, you want to fight? He said, if you want to fight, go ahead and fight. I'm not fighting for no politician. No politician knows me. Those that I've really never seen that from my tribe, I didn't get nothing from them. I was shocked. I was like, wow. And they're like, I know I told you there were about 24 guys, right? Or 25. There could be more, but I'm trying to say, like other people say, that's what they're, if anything like fight, just fight. Say, me, I'm going home. I'm not ready to die for anybody. I was like, what are people saying? And they were like, they can't fight. Oh, that was their business. Yeah, anybody that people want to vote, they should go ahead and vote. You see, that's like a growth. So like my area, they end up fighting, and that guy, he became uncomfortable with whatever assignment he was sent there to do. So we could vote, but then I still did not video, because you know how these things can be, right? So I left. But I had a couple of friends who had different things. A friend said in an estate that she grew up in for years, like she's not an evil person, rather, right? But then she was saying that they beat her friends that are Igbos, and all of them grew up together. But these same people were like, hey, this person and this person, don't let them vote. Even online, there were a lot of things. I would have attached videos, but I didn't want to, because somehow this gist is still, I would have Talked about it like last week. I couldn't even upload last week. My face was a mess, and it was dealing with me psychologically. I had a lot of things to do in my personal life, but then that wouldn't have stopped me from shooting one video, if not two, in a week. But then my face was a mess, including that. So what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do about our country, Nigeria? Even if we had any other problem, it shouldn't be tribal issue. Even those abroad, you are in the UK, you are in the US of A, you're in Canada, Australia, you want to be treated fairly, you've gone through racism, and then you also are still tribalistic. Doesn't make sense. Most people don't know how this thing feels until you're on the receiving side. I'm not saying a particular tribe is more into than another. No. Igbos could be tribalistic, Yorubas, Hausa, whatever tribe you may be, you could be tribal. I'm just trying to say it doesn't make sense. Like now, your tribe could be at the upper hem, like in Lagos, Yorubas at the upper hem. But then in Anambra, Imo, wherever you go to, Igbos will be. And then if you're there, you're at the receiving end. If you go to the north, you are at the receiving end because at that point, the Igbos and Yorubas are not. I think the whole problem started from this whole three major ethnic groups. Why do we have three major? Why is he major? Doesn't make sense to me. Like I keep saying him. Go to the north, you see thousands of tribes. That's where the problem started from. There shouldn't be anything like major, nothing major about it. We have 200 and tribes. Everybody take, why should one be major over the other? Like, this is our country, we have equal right, or we're supposed to. But the way things go, one religion has superior right over the other. Now, some tribes are beginning to have superior right over the other. They're very superior. We're going to have one major tribe with two sub-tribes and other tribes. It doesn't really make sense. And all this problem of state of origin doesn't make sense. It should be place of birth on your SAT. This is how we reduce this gap. This is how we close them. Let's end this thing of major ethnic group. Let's end state of origin. When we end this thing, this line will begin to blur. Now the new thing is, if you're an Igbo person married to a Yoruba person, or a Yoruba person married to another, they say you have tinted blood. They'll say you're not full-blooded Igbo, you're not full-blooded Yoruba, you're not full-blooded Hausa, you're not tinted blood. Doesn't make sense. Pure breed. These things don't count. And if it continues, it's going to ruin marriages, because then in-laws won't trust each other. You get my vibe, right? Because I know a lot of persons that their in-laws said a lot of crazy things. Then it begins to ruin home, and then that gap we're trying to eradicate. Parents are beginning to allow their children marry from another tribe, feeling that okay, things are no longer the way it used to be. But after this last issue, is reinforcing that. People are saying, now we know why our parents want us to marry from another tribe. Are we going back? Instead of moving forward, we are moving backwards. Things that we didn't used to do, now we're doing them. Before you walk into the bank, do your transaction and go home. Now we're going back to the time when we have to be like 400 outside, taking numbers before going to the bank. If you want to go to the bank a particular day, you have to clear your schedule for that day. I have things to do in bank, I've not gone. I have account I cannot access because of this, but I can't go. You have to cancel your whole day. And I'd rather stay at home sleeping than spending my whole day at the bank. I don't know how to explain that, but I seriously feel that we need to fix our country. The country is stressing people. It's making us uncomfortable. It's making it look as though, like it's giving, I'm tired, I want to give up. I'm seriously, for continuing like this, it's not really going to be fair to each and every one of us. So let's try and fix our country. Okay, now seriously, do you think our country will recover from this? Do you think Nigeria will recover? Do you think Nigeria will continue to exist after now? It is a question. I want to know your view. Do you think if our country continues like that, will there be chaos at forefront? Will our country continue to exist? Do you think our economic strength, we don't even have strength now, but do you think we can keep on? Do you think anything makes sense in our country currently? I really want to know your view concerning this, because personally, I feel numb. I have a lot of plans, but I don't even know if I should go ahead with them. You're saying, what do should I go ahead and do this? First of, if they chase us out of Lagos, and then you're as a Nigerian, you're like, oh, should I invest in something like this? What if like economy continue to plummet, and then shouldn't I just leave instead? You have so many thoughts. You can't even go forward. You don't know if you should go forward or not. So all right, guys. I don't want the video to be too long. I hope to make more videos this week, hopefully. But that being said, I love you all. Please subscribe to my channel. I really need subscribers. I need my channel to grow. Like, I really need ideas on how to grow this channel. So hopefully, if you're here on my channel for the very first time, please like, comment, and share my videos. And also, you can give me ideas on how to grow my channel, what type of content you think, okay, to help you grow your channel. And also do well by helping me grow the channel as regards subscription. Let me share this video so people watch to have more views, and also ask them to subscribe to this channel. It's your girl Ohirita. I love you so much, and I hope in my next video this would have played off. Bye, and I love you.